Well, hey guys, happy Sunday. In today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you my picks for the upcoming Ulta 21 Days of Beauty event. Actually, it starts today. If you're not familiar, Ulta puts on a big sale that lasts 3 weeks, and they discount beauty items like 50% off each day. A select set of items is discounted just for that day only. And they have a ton of skincare that goes on sale, and they also have makeup. I'm not going to be covering any makeup because I don't wear makeup, so I really can't comment on that. So the sale starts today, August 30th, and runs until September 19th. And today, August 30th, my pick for today would be the Luna Mini 2. This is a automated silicone face brush for cleansing. I reviewed one of the Lunas a while ago. I like the silicone face brushes like this because they're not abrasive, they don't scrub, and really why I like them is they're a helpful tool for people who have a tendency to scrub too hard on their face. I think these are really handy. They're a little, over the top, unnecessary, but I think for people who tend to scrub their face really hard, they are useful. I don't really use one, but I did enjoy using the Luna in the past after reviewing it for you guys. It's just, I have a pretty gentle hand, so it became kind of unnecessary, but it's ordinarily $119. And the Mini 2, in contrast to other versions, it has a much larger base to it, so it covers a larger area, and I think it's just a little bit more ergonomic. Now ooh, my water's about to boil. I need another coffee, so I'll be right back. Hot, that's better. Look who it is, Totoro. Anyways, all right, moving on to August 31st. There is a cleanser by Mura, the AHA BHA cleanser. This is ordinarily $40, which I think is too much for a cleanser, but it is a nice cleanser for oily skin. It helps to just kind of degrease the surface of the skin. And if you're using a vitamin C serum, it's nice to cleanse your face with an alpha hydroxy acid or beta hydroxy acid, or combination of the two, cleanser to lower the pH a little bit of your skin before applying the vitamin C serum. It will just help it penetrate better. Overall, this has pretty good ingredients. It's got salicylic acid, lactic acid, glycolic acid. It has licorice root, which is anti-inflammatory. That is ordinarily $40, but I think it's like $20 in the sale. Now, Skip Grande Brow. I reviewed the lash serums like Grande Lash in the past, and like those, Grande Brow has peptides and things that might cause irritation and hyperpigmentation. So I don't recommend that. I definitely don't recommend anything Beauty Blender. I think Beauty Blenders are on sale that day. They are a bacterial succubus. And I don't recommend the Derma Illogica Peel. It's nothing but fragrance. September 1st, there is a mineral SPF powder by Bare Minerals. Their Mineral Veil Finishing Powder SPF 25, and I think it's ordinarily $25. This is good because here's the thing. SPF powders are never, ever, ever, ever enough by themselves. Like, you can't just put on one of these powders and be like, okay, I've got SPF 25. There are too many skip areas where the particles are not covering, but they're really nice for mattifying your sunscreen. And this one, it's nice to use a SPF powder to do that as opposed to just a powder. That way if you happen to remove some of your base layer SPF, you're kind of repositioning SPF on top of it, if that makes sense. This is fragrance free, and it also has iron oxides, which will protect against propigmenting wavelengths of visible light. So I would pick that. Of course, skip anything Mario Badescu, nothing but fragrance and dyes in those products. They're not good. September 2nd is a day to skip with that Cero Vital HGH supplement that has zero data to support its use. A bunch of natural deodorants by Kopari and a face oil, yeah. Oh, and a peeling foot patch, no, I don't recommend any of those things. Likewise, September 3rd is another day I'm not interested in. The skincare on that day is by this brand Pure, which is touting wild pansy extract for fighting pollution. Don't be a pansy. No, don't get that. Just a bunch of fragrancy gunk. And not cheap either. September 4th, we've got the PMD Personal Microderm Pro. This is a microderm abrasion device, normally $199. I'm not recommending this. I think the home microderm abrasion kits, they can cause a lot of irritation, and especially if you're susceptible to cold sores, they can cause reactivation of latent herpes virus and cause problems. I don't recommend these. I think, especially if you have a deeper skin tone, they really put you more at risk for post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. Flawless Finishing Touch has a mini fridge. If you want a mini fridge, cool, take advantage of this sale. I don't judge people who have mini fridges. Are mini fridges for your skincare products necessary? Heck no. I have a video explaining why, but if you want one, it's ordinarily $59.99 and it's gonna be on sale. The makeup eraser is another product on this day that I've actually never used myself. It's $20. I hear good things about this. You know, I'm a huge advocate of doing the double cleanse, but using a washcloth is fine, especially if you have dry, bumpy skin like keratosis pilaris. Using a washcloth can kind of help exfoliate that. So I guess, this particular washcloth people like, and I don't think it's too expensive at baseline at $20. So if you use that, definitely take advantage of this sale date of September 4th to get it at a discounted rate. I've just never used it. I don't wear enough makeup to really speak to its efficacy, I don't think. But I actually have one in my closet from a FabFitFun box. But yeah, I've just never used it or gotten around to using it. September 5th, we're gonna skip. I think that day is mostly makeup, and then there is a Tula product, which is nothing but fragrance. Tula actually has one or two products that I do recommend, but it's not this one. This brightening serum, blah, blah, blah. It's just fragrance. If you're new here, I encourage people to avoid fragrance, especially in skincare products that are meant to be left on, because it can be irritating. It can lead to sensitivities down the road, even if you don't have a problem with it. And it's just an easy way to rule out a bunch of stuff and to weed through all the junk in the skincare industry. If you're like, fragrance skip, fragrance skip, it's an algorithm that works out much better for you. September 6th, Dermadoctor's Kakadu C Intensive Vitamin C Peel Pad with ferulic acid and vitamin E. These are not horrible per se, but there is a better product coming later in the sale that I would recommend over this. This particular product is basically an alpha hydroxy acid peel pad that also has vitamin C in it, although I think it uses like a vitamin C ester, not L-ascorbic, or maybe it just uses fruit juice and claims it's vitamin C. So this one is not great, but it's not necessarily bad per se if you just want to use the peel pads to remove some sun damaged skin cells and kind of smooth out skin texture and everything. But the one I'm going to mention later on in the sale is much better, so I would say skip that one. Now this particular day is Perricone's day of showcasing. And there are some good products. Perricone's moisturizers, those without fragrance, are actually pretty good. They're just insanely expensive. He has a new moisturizer, of course, with all of the hype around CBD. So he has a CBD moisturizer, the Advanced Serum Concentrate. This is ordinarily $159. It has 100 milligrams of CBD in it. Now CBD, topical CBD, is compelling as an anti-inflammatory. It takes advantage of the endocannabinoid system within our skin that is involved in inflammation, and especially for people with eczema, we have quite a bit of growing data to support topical CBD for like itch and things like that. But whether or not everybody needs to be slathering themselves in it, whatever. But yeah, it's definitely a trendy ingredient. But this product overall is not bad. It's got omega fatty acids in it, which are good for your skin barrier. It has zinc gluconate, which is a polyhydroxy acid that can hydrate and kind of help with skin cell turnover. It's got peptides that can smooth wrinkles and fine lines. And it has a vitamin C ester, which, unless it's L-ascorbic, ferulic, vitamin E, it's like, don't get excited about vitamin C in these other forms. They're there, whatever, but they're not evidence-based for doing the things that L-ascorbic acid does in the skin. But anyways, that's there. And I imagine it's there because some of the peptide they use, I imagine he uses that as opposed to L-ascorbic, because L-ascorbic is really hard to stabilize. But the copper peptides in this, I think this one has some copper peptides. I know it has peptides, but copper peptides actually will increase the rate of degradation of L-ascorbic acid. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how you would make a product with L-ascorbic acid and copper peptides. But anyways, what I'm getting at is this is not a bad product if you wanted to give it a try in this sale. There's also the Cold Plasma Plus Hand Therapy. This is basically a moisturizer made out of shea butter and sunflower seed oil. To me, that's not like, ooh, let's drop $29, which is what it ordinarily costs. But maybe in this sale, it's worth it to you to pay the discounted price to try it out. It's not a bad product. The Cold Plasma Power Duo is a set of an eye cream and a serum, both of which have copper peptides that can smooth wrinkles and fine lines, the vitamin C ester, and the omega-3/6 fatty acids. It's very similar to the CBD product, but without the CBD. And you're getting the serum and you're also getting the eye cream. Skip the Neck Cream by Perricone. It has fragrance. And then one product that's $99, he actually doesn't have it on his website, but Ulta carries it and Sephora carries it. It's the Cold Plasma Plus Skin Strengthening Therapy. It's basically a body moisturizer with retinol in it. So if you have crepey skin or wrinkles or photo aging on your body, you're looking for a retinol for the body, try this product out. This product also has hyaluronic acid in it, which is good for imparting hydration in the skin. It's ordinarily $99, which I guess for a retinol body moisturizer, I mean, it's not cheap, but it's not, I think they could have charged even more and gotten away with it, is what I'm getting at. But in this sale, you're gonna get it at a discounted rate. So that's September 6th, a lot of goodies on that day. September 7th is a day to skip, in my opinion. I love Dermablend, but they just have their powder. So if you're a makeup person, you like powders, I can't imagine you wouldn't like the Dermablend powders, but they don't feature the powders with SPF or any of the Dermablend products with SPF, so I'm less inclined to recommend those as opposed to that other product I mentioned by Bare Minerals earlier that has SPF in it. I think it's a better choice. September 8th, we have Juice Beauty. No, we're not gonna do that. Let me get a sip in here. So good. Oh, this is a good one. It's not so hot that it singes off your taste buds, but hot enough that it really activates those caffeine receptors. All right, yeah, September 8th, there's not much going on. September 9th, I noticed Jane Iredale has a product that is on the sale on September 9th, a BB cream, the Glow Time Full Coverage BB cream. 10 shades, ordinarily $50. There are a lot of ingredients in these which increases the risk of irritation and problems, but something about the ingredients makes me think that the BB cream actually looks good on the skin. It doesn't really have any fragrancy ingredients per se, but one odd thing, I mean, I guess I can see how this would happen. The BB cream drops from SPF 25 to SPF 17 with the deeper tones. So I don't know. To me, it's like, this is more of a makeup product. It's definitely not going to be enough as a sunscreen, but I just noticed that and I thought I would comment on it. And what I mean by that is A, it's a small bottle, and B, it's a very low SPF regardless of the shade, 25. I mean, 25 is okay, but like, you're really not going to get this to every surface area. At this point, it's more of a makeup product that happens to have SPF in it. September 10th is a day to skip. The Murad Nutrient Charged Water Cream is horrible. It's like the worst. It was in my disappointing products video. Really bad fragrance, and it's just not good. It's like very filmy on the skin. September 11th, we're gonna skip. You get a Philosophy moisturizer with SPF 30 and a ton of fragrance, so let's not say we did. September 12th, another day to skip. The IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream. I do not recommend. It has bergamot oil in it, which is a fragrance. And IT Cosmetics, I don't recommend anything from them. Their ingredient list is super long. I used to use their CC cream, and I always liked the way it looked. And then I actually looked at the ingredient list, and I was like, wow, this is actually foul. There's so many ingredients in this. And I think it did worsen some background hyperpigmentation that I had, because the product, as a side note, has a lot of citrus oils in it, which can cause issue when you go out in the sun. So yeah, I don't recommend the IT Cosmetics stuff. I know it's popular, and I have to admit, when I was using it, I thought it looked good too. September 13th, Skin Iceland Firming Eye Gels. I love these. You guys know I have a soft spot in my heart for those under eye hydrogel patches. I love using them. I've just ordered on iHerb some more of the Derma E ones that I like, but the Skin Iceland ones are great, so I definitely recommend those. And then now Clinique has these products that are discounted just for people who are Diamond Platinum exclusive, which basically means you've bought enough stuff all year that you get to buy more stuff just for you at a discounted rate. So this Clinique ID system is on sale if you are a Diamond Platinum exclusive, which I'm definitely not. But anyways, it's interesting. It's a bunch of products where you have a base formula, and then you have a cartridge that you pop into the base, and it, you know, puts actives into the product as you pump it out, I think. So there are a few different bases, and then there are different cartridges. All right, my memory card got full and I had to expel some data. The base, let me go over the different bases. First of all, you have the clearing jelly base, which has caffeine. Caffeine is anti-inflammatory. It will constrict the blood vessels in your skin a little bit and cause you to have less redness, although that'll only be transient. It can help with dark under eye circles, puffiness. The product also has lactobacillus ferment filtrate in it, which is rich in humectants, and it has salicylic acid, which is good for oily skin and controlling breakouts. The BB gel base is a tinted moisturizer, so you have iron oxides, which will protect against propigmenting wavelengths of visible light. And you also have laminaria in that product, and marine extract that's rich in humectants. The hydrating jelly base has urea in it, a humectant that helps with skin barrier function. The product also has algae extract in it, again, a marine extract that's rich in humectants, has really good water binding capacity for smoothing out wrinkles and fine lines. And the hydrating jelly also has hyaluronic acid. And then you have two lotion type bases. One is just a moisturizing lotion. I think this is their basic moisturizer, that yellow one they've always had. It has mineral oil and sesame oil. This is going to be more for people with really dry skin. And then they have a moisturizing oil control gel that has silicones in it, so it's going to be more pleasing for people with oily skin. That one does have red dyes in it. I'm not sure if the other ones do or not, but I did write down that that one does. Now the cartridges that you can inject, have pumped into these different bases, you can do the fatigue one, which has green tea and antioxidant that can scavenge free radicals, and also has caffeine. Now the fatigue one has red dyes in it, so that can cause irritation and problems. You have a lines and wrinkles one, which has peptides. Peptides can firm the skin, hydrate it up, plump up wrinkles and fine lines, just kind of smoothing out the skin surface. There's an irritation one, which has licorice root and green tea. Licorice root is anti-inflammatory, and as is green tea. You have uneven texture. Now uneven texture, that cartridge has glycolic acid and lactic acid, which will soften the skin and act as humectants to smooth out wrinkles and fine lines. There's an uneven tone cartridge that has caffeine in it. Again, can kind of brighten up skin tone, although that's sort of short-lived. Scavenge free radicals caused by UV damage that later contribute to hyperpigmentation. The uneven tone one also has licorice root, which not only is it anti-inflammatory, but it can help with issues surrounding hyperpigmentation. And it's got salicylic acid in it, an ingredient that not only is helpful for oiliness and acne breakouts, but also can help in brightening up areas of hyperpigmentation. And then lastly, you have Imperfections cartridge, which has salicylic acid and caffeine in it. So that's kind of going to be good for blemish prone skin. All right, so those are the cartridges and the bases. If you're a Diamond, Platinum Plus, Cadillac, whatever, you know, I don't have anything necessarily bad to say about the ingredients. I think it's just more of a product that has interesting packaging and the consumer feels like, you know, I don't know, they're mixing stuff together. Yeah, whatever. Moving on. Now, September 14th, there is an exuviance product that looks promising but not necessary. I mean, nothing here is necessary whatsoever, but this product is ordinarily $82. It's their age reversal serum, I think it is, serum cream. I don't remember what they named it. It's basically a moisturizer, a silicone-based moisturizer. It's gonna be good for oily skin and smoothing out wrinkles and fine lines, kind of having a blurring effect, a pore blurring effect. And it also has a vitamin C ester, I believe. So again, I mean, honestly, I wrote this down just to mention it, like I don't have anything bad to say about it, but I don't think that this is one that you need to break the bank over, even though it is going to be on sale still. I mean, that's pretty expensive. September 15th, there was nothing to write home about, so we'll skip that. September 16th, okay, this is the product I was mentioning earlier when I was talking about the Cock-a-Doodle-Doo sheets, pads or whatever. This product is much better. It's the Exuviance Performance Peel AP25. This is a glycolic acid pads that you can use to do like a peel, if you will. Basically, smooth out the skin surface, remove oiliness. It can help with the appearance of pores. So it's glycolic acid and mandelic acid, 2 alpha hydroxy acids. And these also will help hydrate the skin as well. And in addition to that, it also has polyhydroxy acid. So it's got that. You put these on, you wipe this on your skin, and because it has alpha hydroxy acids, it's gonna tingle a little bit. So you leave it on for 10 minutes, but if you start to feel sooner than 10 minutes, like your skin is burning, tingling, it's uncomfortable, then you can stop it. And to stop it, you have this other pad that's basically a neutralizer. But honestly, you guys, like, truthfully, alpha hydroxy acids, they can be neutralized with just water. So you don't really even necessarily need that second pad, but it's there. And maybe it has some moisturizing ingredients or something to kind of soothe after the fact, so I shouldn't dismiss it in total. But anyways, this is a good product. Doesn't have any fragrance or anything gimmicky in it, and it's effective, and Exuviance has great products overall. Like, I love their sunscreen. Anyway, so that's good. And then they have a lot of K-Beauty products this day. I don't recommend anything Peach and Lily. Even the glass serum, you know, I tried it out and I was just, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's not a bad product, but it didn't wow me. So to me, that's, you know, to each their own. But the one I really love and have reviewed for you guys and used before is the COSRX Advanced Snail 92 All-in-One Cream. This is ordinarily $24, not too bad at baseline, so now is a good time to get it at even more of a discounted rate. It's a great product. Snail filtrate. has anti-wrinkle properties and is rich in humectants and can help facilitate healing. It's thought to be helpful for wound healing. September 17th, one of my favorite cleansers is on sale, the First Aid Beauty Face Cleanser. I really like this. No nonsense, very gentle cleanser, good for dry skin, sensitive skin. Has licorice root extract in it. And that, I believe, is 50% off, so that's a good deal, and I like that cleanser. Now, September 18th, Perricone's High Potency Classics are all available at a discounted rate. The majority of those products have fragrance and are super overpriced at baseline, but the hyaluronic intensive moisturizer is pretty good if you're willing to pay the price, even discounted though, it's super expensive. It's got urea, squalane, vitamin C ester. Again, I'm never impressed by vitamin C ester, but it's in there, and hyaluronic acid. This is a good moisturizer to consider if you have dry, bumpy skin, because the urea will really help soften that. If you have KP, this might be one that you would enjoy using, although it's really expensive. And personally, you know, I would never buy this, but I can't say anything bad about it. It's not a bad product whatsoever. So there's that. And then September 19th, the last day, nothing. No to the Bye Bye foundation by CC or It Cosmetics Bye Bye foundation. I imagine it looks great, but that ingredient list, I mean, look at it. Like you're in there looking for the Domino's number, like a phone book. It's just too lengthy, and it's got citrus oils in it. Yeah, you don't want to be putting that on your skin. So yeah, I don't recommend that, but yeah, those are the products that I do recommend, or that I'm interested in, or that I think are good from the sale. But yeah, it's not too bad, actually. You know, I was reading Ulta has really taken a hit this year financially with closing many of their stores and especially their salons. So I've always been a fan of Ulta because they have the drugstore section, and then they have, you know, some more high-end things. So I mean, I hope they're able to recuperate is what I'm getting at. I've always liked Ulta. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this rundown. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.